Hi YouTube, it's Antasia back with another video. Welcome or welcome back if you are new. As you can see by the title, how to be in your feminine. First, can we get into these earrings? These earrings are gorgeous. Gorgeous, if I must say. And one thing about me, I love some good earrings and I love butterflies. These are just so beautiful. So let's talk about how to continue to be in your feminine. Embracing qualities typically associated with the feminine side, like intuition, creativity, compassion, empathy, receptivity, nurturing, and a focus on connection and feeling rather than action. It often implies a more flowing, intuitive, and emotionally connected state of being. So, with being in your feminine, you embrace emotional connection, creativity, you have a nurturing nature for yourself. With being in your feminine, I have learned that it is important to be in your feminine. Being masculine as a woman has not gotten, personally me, anywhere. When I have to be in my masculine energy, that takes away from the beauty of being a woman to me. And it's like, I feel like when you are in your feminine, that's when you are most present. That's when you are yourself. That's when you have that nurturing nature about you. That's when creativity flows into your life. That's when you start to love yourself more than ever. Self-love radiates above you when you are in your feminine. And I feel like every female should be in her feminine. And that's what can attract you to your masculine. Right? When a man is in his masculine, he is able to provide. He's able to lead. He's able to be emotionally there for his woman. And I feel like when a woman is in her feminine, then she embodies what he needs in a woman. A man wants a woman who is going to be soft and caring and not just working to survive and not, taking care of herself and pouring into herself as much as he will pour into her as well. It's all about how you direct you to be beautiful in every aspect. And so I do have a couple of things to talk about within the feminine, right? I feel like saying daily affirmations to yourself helps your feminine. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you are capable. Tell yourself that I'm living in the moment and I'm going to embrace who I am and what I bring to the world. Dress confidently, right? So when we dress confidently, I feel like we feel our best when we dress that way. There was a time when I personally dressed like a groggy, grumpy person, and you could see it off of the way I dressed. And that was a thing too. I was just focused on working and focused on surviving, and I'm doing that still right now. But I think once my environment changed for me, then everything changed. And I tapped more into my feminine. Being a female, being feminine, flowing with that, that's when it happened for me. So I started dressing how I wanted to dress. More skirts, more dresses, more flowy things to help me feel radiant and breathe during the day. All of that tight stuff and sneakers and just rags I was wearing, it just didn't do me justice. And I didn't feel feminine doing those things. So once I started dressing more confidently and putting on things that made me feel good, my beauty radiated out of me. Practice receiving. Practice receiving compliments. Practice receiving sweet gestures. Practice receiving gifts that somebody gives you. Practice receiving words of affirmations from somebody, kindness, wisdom. Practice receiving those things and literally receiving them. When I say receiving them, I'm saying receiving them and internally feeling that. You receive something, you absorb it in your mind, in your body, in your soul, right? So I feel like being in your feminine, please just try to receive everything that somebody gives you. That's what I have learned. Instead of saying no or thinking I can do it myself or being independent, or somebody's giving me a compliment and I don't believe it, that shows insecurity, you know, because you're not tapped into your feminine. Set boundaries and know your worth / values. Set boundaries with people. Don't let nobody run all over you. Don't let things take over your mind. If somebody is giving you the bare minimum, know your worth, know your values, to walk away. Be in your feminine. Know your worth. When you know your worth, that tells so much about you as a woman. That shows that you have values, you have morals, you know what you deserve. So let's start acting like it. Slow down and be present. That's another thing of being in your feminine. Me and my partner always talk about enjoying the fruits of our labor, because when people don't live in the moment, you really don't see what you have in front of you. It can be you're not enjoying your environment, what you have in front of you. You love to paint, right? You didn't even dive into that. You didn't allow your creativity to take over and make you feel good. So when I say be slow down and be present, enjoy life. You only have one life to live. If you can't enjoy life, if you can't slow down and be in the present and literally just hear the birds, smell the air, let the sun shine on you, then what are you doing? We can't always be in the rush. We can't always just try to go, 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 go. Slow down, live a slow life, and just be present. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you will regret, or you will grieve that time, that moment in time where you were moving so fast and you didn't get to enjoy nothing, and you didn't fully embrace where you were at. We're out of town and we're like, oh, I want to do this activity. And then as you're leaving, you see this beautiful garden that you didn't even get to look at because you're just so quick. And you're like, oh my goodness, we're leaving now, but we could have did so much. Next one, create a space you love. You love to paint, create it. You want to start writing, let's go get a journal and set aside a little area for you to read and sit and eat fruit and just enjoy yourself. You like to do makeup, let's go get you a vanity. Let's make sure that whatever you want to do and create, whatever you love to do, that you're going to create a space to enjoy that no matter what. Because once we do anything that we enjoy and we create that space and be able to do that, that's peace right there itself. That's happiness. Embrace your emotions. I am a person who loves to feel emotions, and my emotion, like, let everything sink in. I love to feel it, whether I'm sad, happy, filled with joy, grieving, crying, anything. I like to feel all of my emotions, because I feel like that's the time you can really be in tune with your emotions, really understand your emotions, and really embrace them. So when we embrace our emotions, whether we're going through something, or we're, hormonal, or we're, just feeling some type of way, embrace those. You're feeling happy, embrace those. Spread that love with everybody else. That's what I have learned being in my feminine more than anything, is to embrace my emotions, because they are valid and they matter. And as a woman, we have so many emotions that men or most people wouldn't understand, especially if they aren't you. So I just say to embrace those emotions. Practice soft power. So when we practice soft power, I don't mean that in a sense of doing like craziness, but being soft as a female is so attractive. It's a thing of being soft and not masculine, not overly exhibiting male tendencies. When I say soft, I mean just be soft as a woman. Like, we are naturally soft nurturers, and we just spread love so easily because we have that about us. Just become more receptive to things and just flow with just love and positivity and that can bring softness. Lastly, that I want to talk about is investing in yourself. Skincare, books, painting, learning new things, boosting your knowledge. Like, all of those can help with embracing our feminine and being in our feminine. Investing into things that can make you feel better, look better, be better is the ultimate goal with being in your feminine. The ultimate, like, prize, the ultimate trophy. Because just like books and writing, I personally love journaling. I personally love reading books. I don't watch shows anymore. I use YouTube as my news, because I just feel like watching the news is so negative and just, it's not helpful for me. I get into a depressive state when I watch the news because it's just so much going on, which I know that information is valuable and needed, but I don't want to be depressed every time I turn on the TV, because it's never positivity on the news. So I feel like YouTube is my news because it brings me knowledge in a different way than the news can. And then investing into, myself is, doing skincare, reading books, journaling, being outside, being with self helps me be in my feminine. Being with self can teach you so much about yourself. And that just simply means that you love yourself. You have self-love when you can be with yourself and not be bored and not be sad. You're fully embracing who you are, and you're relearning yourself, and you're loving yourself every day. I love all things that really embody me as being in my feminine. So those were a couple of things about being in your feminine and just learning yourself. I feel like being in our feminine as women is so important, because there's nothing like being a woman. There's nothing like having that nurturing nature about ourselves. We have so much to give out to the world, and I feel like once we start embracing our feminine, more opportunities will open up and we will see more than we imagined. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give me a like and say something in the comments, and I will be sure to respond. I'll see y'all later. Bye.